On the news tonight, President Tinubu transmits list of 28 ministerial nominees to Senate for confirmation. Plus, latest in the world of sports. A very good evening to you, and it's good to have you join us on 7 on Nta Lagos Channel 10. I am Hanoluapo Oluwatoki. We begin the news on a very bright note. President Bola Tinubu today transmitted to the Senate list of 28 ministerial nominees for screening and confirmation. Among the nominees, as read out by the President of the Senate, are the immediate past governors of Rivers, Kaduna, Jigawa, and Ebonyi states. Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, was admitted into the Senate chamber to submit the list, which was immediately read out by President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio.
I am pleased to announce to the distinguished Senate and all Nigerians that Mr. President has sent a correspondence dated 27th day of July 2023 to this hallowed chamber, addressed to distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, President of the Senate, requests for confirmation of ministerial nominees. In compliance with the provisions of Section 147, subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended, I am pleased to forward to the Senate for confirmation the underlisted 28 ministerial nominees. 1. Abubakar Momo.
The exercise confirms with the 5th Constitution Amendment, which provides that the President and Senate governors shall submit the list of ministerial and commissional nominees, respectively, within 60 days of assuming office. Meanwhile, the submission of the ministerial list to National Assembly is still one of the biggest stories coming out of the Nigerian seats of power. Let's join our House correspondent, Musbah Dan Wahab, on this.
For joining me, what we have here is that the President has just succeeded in missing the deadline given by the Constitution to submit in his ministerial list. Going by the March 2023 alteration of the 1999 Constitution, the President only has 60 days within which he must submit the list of ministers who are going, potential ministers who will be working with him in this administration. He has hit the ground running, but needs to move far and faster. So he needs these ministers to work with as provided by the Constitution. You know, of course, since he came on, he has appointed special advisors and personal aides, but those people cannot take the place of ministers. They cannot necessarily interface with ministries. And of course, the chief of staff to the president, Femi Gbajabiamila, who submitted the list to the National Assembly, spoke to us earlier, and he told us why the delay, what actually caused the delay in submission of the list. Take a listen.
The president took his time. We spent a lot of time going through, did a lot of due diligence, going through the nominees one by one. He had, as you know, where he had 60 days from time of inauguration, as stipulated by in the Constitution. He has fulfilled that requirement of the Constitution by submitting 28 names today. As his letter stated, and was read on the floor of the Senate, the remainder names, not sure how many, probably about 12, maybe 13, will be forwarded to the Senate in the coming days. As far as the list or the nominees themselves are concerned, names came from everywhere. And like I said, Mr. President took his time to sift through those names. He dissected those names with a fine-tooth comb. And that's what you've seen. Each and every one, I believe, of the persons on that list are worth being on that list. I hope that
The reason why the submission of the minister was a bit late, but as the saying goes, it's better late than never. So it's the National Assembly put the list and then approve. That is now left to the National Assembly to do. The National Assembly to do. Back to you in the studio.
The agency, however, says it is still investigating with a view to making them competitive and encouraging trade facilitation for economic development of the country. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu stated this when he received the Acting Comptroller General of Customs at the State House in Marina, Lagos. Musa Toliet has the details.
Congestion of the seaports to encourage participation of manufacturers in export trade dominated discussions between the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and the Acting Comptroller General of Customs Adewale Adeniyi.
We just secured presidential approval to undertake